Hey, what's up, you guys? Vast here, bringing you the Marvel Legends toy review. The Marvel Legends Red Skull Onslaught Taskmaster. This figure is very cool. Can't say it's exactly my favorite figure in the wave, but still a very cool figure. I don't have every figure in the wave, but from what I have so far, it's just an amazing wave. I don't really care for Sharon, Carter, and Cottonmouth figure-wise, but I'm eventually gonna get them. So we're gonna start off with the accessories. First, he comes with the Red Skull head sculpt, which is very cool. I'm pretty sure that's why this is the most sought after. And the Onslaught Red Skull, I just put the regular first release of the Red Skull. It looks a little funny, but it still works in my opinion. It's almost a little better. This one I really just want to have for the first release and just put it on there. It works, it just doesn't stay on there, but it still looks very cool. Red Skull has a big head, but it doesn't work on the suited body, and it's just way too big for that. But this one just looks amazing. So in my collection, I'm just gonna have it like this, and it just looks top tier amazing, man. I just love it. So he also comes with two head sculpts, one being this skull version, which is more of a, it's a little menacing. I like it, but it's not my favorite. The Udon one is just out of this world. I just love it for some reason. It reminds me of the Iron Man cartoon from Nicktoons, if you guys remember that. Iron Man Armored Avengers. This just is a very, very cool head sculpt. It's made out of a soft material, and it would look better if it was either the classic version or if this came with a cape, but that's a little too much to ask for. I'm going to compare it to the classic version at the end. He also comes with a shield, which is very cool. Iconic shield, and it's the new version of the shield, so it looks very cool. It's not too small, not too big for this figure, so that's very cool. And last but not least, he comes with this lightsaber or light beam sword, which looks very cool. It's more of a red orange, and he has this handle at the bottom, which looks very cool. This is awesome. So my one problem I have with this figure, maybe two, but the main problem I have with this figure is that he has no gun holding hand, which sucks because this guy is always fighting with his hands, always using guns. He's Taskmaster, you know, Spider-Man. You can copy his powers, Hawkeye, Captain America, whatever. He needs a gun holding hand. They don't have that. And they have these stupid Baron Zemo straps, which they didn't even remove the Z on there. And he comes with guns, but he can't take it out of the pouch, which is stupid in my opinion. But it would have been better if there was trigger finger holding hands. But other than that, you know, I already showed off the head sculpt, but still very cool. This is made out of soft rubber, so if you want to bend it a little bit to get a more of a realistic look, that looks cool as well. It's very cool. And I love the fact that they added like different appendages for this Bucky Cap figure. I don't mind the fact that they use like regular the straight mold because this guy's wearing a costume, but for someone like this, you definitely need him to wear armor, which they do have here, and it just looks pretty cool. The paint even looks nice as well, even though it's not really painted. It's very cool, it looks real. Even has treads at the bottom. Very cool. I don't think they half-stepped anywhere around this figure besides the hands and the gun pouches, whatever. The belt looks cool, it's the same as his shield. It's not painted, but it still doesn't look bad. Very cool. And his knuckles, they're painted as well. I like that as well. Very cool. I love when Hasbro like pays attention to detail. They've been doing that a lot lately. I really appreciate that. Articulation is almost better on this figure, but we'll get to that. Head looks up a decent amount, moves down side to side, left and right, arm moves up, down, back and forth. So at the bicep, double jointed elbow, wrist moves side to side, up and down. Ab crunch. And when they also took away, actually they didn't, I was about to say they had a glove swivel, but they didn't. He has an ab crunch, swivel at the waist. It's a little hindered by the belt. You can push it down a little bit and it can move better. Leg moves forward and back and out. Doesn't do a split, but it's a decent amount. Swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, no calf swivel here, but there's a lower calf swivel where he can move at the foot. And the foot moves back and forth, and he has an ankle pivot. It's a little hindered because he has these shin guards or whatever you want to call it at his side, but it's still very cool. I love like that Hasbro's really paying attention to like the fans and what they want, like stuff like that. That's really cool. Compared to the classic Taskmaster, he's on his knees. Pause. I really like this figure, but he just comes with too much. Like they did too much. Like again, Taskmaster, he can copy anyone. You know, he has a rope, he has a sword, he had a sheath, which you put in here, which is too much. You know, all these different things. He had a gun holster and a gun, cape, everything, but it's just too much. You can't really get this guy in cool poses. You can get it with this guy, but the better figure, in my opinion, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with this one. I've had this figure for years, but this one is just too bland. It's more of a look figure. It's not really an action figure, if that's a term. But yeah, this is a very cool figure. I'm gonna have to give it 10, not 10. Say 9 out of 10. I really like this figure, but 9 out of 10. Not the best in the way, but not a terrible figure. So yeah, pick it up. Very cool figure. He's popping up more in like Walmart's and Toys R Us's, maybe even Target's if you're lucky. Amazon dropped the price from 35 to 29, so get it before it goes back up, because I know Amazon always does stuff like that. But yeah, alright guys, a lot of stuff is coming, and I'll catch you later.